SATYA 2026 arrives as one of the most talked about Hindi films of the year, bringing together two legendary performers, Ajay Devgn and Madhuri Dixit, in a hard-hitting drama that blends crime, emotion, and social realism. Marketed as a new-age superhit, the film stands out for its intense storytelling, grounded performances, and a narrative that explores how truth survives in a world ruled by fear and ambition. At its core, SATYA is a story about moral conflict. Ajay Devgn plays SATYA, a man shaped by violence but driven by a personal code of justice. Neither a conventional hero nor a pure anti-hero, SATYA exists in the gray zones of society, where power is negotiated on the streets and loyalty is often bought with blood. Ajay Devgn brings his trademark intensity to the role, delivering a restrained yet powerful performance that relies more on expression and silence than loud dialogue. Madhuri Dixit plays Ananya, a strong-willed woman whose life becomes deeply entangled with SATYA's journey. Far from a passive character, Ananya is the emotional backbone of the film. She represents conscience, courage, and the human cost of violence. Madhuri Dixit delivers a mature, nuanced performance, balancing vulnerability with strength. Her presence adds emotional depth and gravitas, reminding audiences why she remains one of Indian cinema's most respected actors. The story unfolds in a city divided by class, corruption, and crime. As SATYA rises in influence, he's forced to confront the very system he once wanted to escape. Political manipulation, media pressure, and internal betrayals push him toward difficult choices. The screenplay smartly avoids glorifying crime, instead focusing on consequences, how every action leaves a scar, not just on individuals, but on families and society as a whole. Direction plays a major role in making SATYA impactful. The film maintains a tight pace, allowing moments of silence to speak just as loudly as explosive confrontations. The action sequences are raw and realistic, avoiding over-stylization. Instead of flashy choreography, the fights feel personal and brutal, enhancing the realism of the narrative. Each confrontation moves the story forward rather than existing purely for spectacle. Visually, SATYA uses a gritty color palette that reflects the dark themes of the film. Rain-soaked streets, dimly lit rooms, and crowded urban landscapes create an immersive atmosphere. The background score is subtle but effective, heightening tension without overpowering the scenes. Songs are used sparingly, woven naturally into the story, with one emotional track featuring Madhuri Dixit standing out for its lyrical depth. One of the strongest aspects of SATYA is the supporting cast, who add authenticity and weight to the world of the film. From corrupt officials to conflicted allies, each character feels purposeful. The dialogues are sharp and realistic, often reflecting real-world frustrations with power, justice, and survival. By the time the film reaches the climax, SATYA becomes less about crime and more about choice. The ending is intense, emotional, and thought-provoking, leaving viewers with questions rather than easy answers. It reinforces the idea that truth is rarely clean or simple, but it is always worth fighting for. Overall, SATYA 2026 is a compelling blend of strong performances, meaningful storytelling, and realistic filmmaking. Ajay Devgn and Madhuri Dixit's powerful on-screen presence elevates the film, making it more than just another crime drama. With its emotional depth and social relevance, SATYA earns its place as one of the standout Hindi releases of 2026.